talk a little silent. You're like, okay, so you're yelling. You remember?
Wow, she really clocked me right then, didn't she? Okay, girl. So I don't want you to miss this. So again, we're in Proverbs chapter 25. This is verse 21. You have no right to treat somebody badly. You have no right to be mean to them. You do have the right to communicate with them and tell them how you are feeling, but you do not have the right to treat them badly just because they are your enemy, okay? But the next part of that verse is what I really want you to hear, especially if you're sitting in a marriage and you're like, I don't understand what my other option is. I just want to tell my partner what's wrong, and that's going to cause a fight. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on their head. If this person has gone so far as to be your enemy, then they already know they've messed up. And you say, hey, I don't like how you're treating me. I don't like who you are to me. It's not nice and it's not right. But you don't hold them to a standard where you're like, I'm holding you accountable, so I'm going to be mean to you and I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. I'm not going to do the things that I usually would do. That's where you mess up, because you stay on their level. You stay in that cycle of the chaos and the worry, the arguing. But if you clearly communicate, hey, what you're doing is not cool, hey, what you're doing is not right, but you still treat them with the same exact kindness you would treat any other stranger with, then those burning coals you're heaping on their head that it's talking about here, that is guilt. When you show them God's grace, something starts happening up here. That is you planting that seed. You're saying, yeah, you're expecting me to treat you badly because we're having a hard time right now. But instead of treating you badly, I'm going to treat you exactly the same way I would treat anybody else. I'm going to show you that I'm not going to change simply to prove something to you, to show you a lesson. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remain the good person that I am. In doing that, you heap burning coals on their head. They're in their head going, I do not deserve this. Why is she still being so nice to me? And that is where they have the opportunity to be convicted by the Lord. Are they always going to be convicted? No. Are you going to see this be a foolproof plan to get somebody to stop being your enemy and turn them into your relationship? No. No. You still have every right to set the boundary and say, hey, how you're acting is not something I accept, while simultaneously treating them the same way you would treat any other stranger and heaping those burning coals on their head. You're holding your boundaries. You're saying, I won't accept it, so here's what life looks like now. But I'm not going to treat you mean or hateful or evil.